we find out that this mirage stuff is part of a presentation being given in Turkey. Not identified. We have to find that out later.
Oh shit, this was Turkey? Okay.
Yeah, this is Turkey. And there's a bunch of like dignitaries watching a very thoughtful presentation about how cool the mirage is.
One of them is wearing an honest to God fucking monocle.
Yes, he is.
I was like, yes, sick. Yes, sick.
And they do the funniest possible thing with that monocle because a guy sort of crouch walks into the back of the thing for stealth.
He presses R3 at the back of the room.
He appears at the back like our first shot of Napoleon Solo. Like, it's just a long shot of all these guys watching, and he just walks around, sneaking up behind this fucking guy.
He puts a grenade in this guy's inventory.
No, what he does is he very lightly presses a prop knife to the guy's shoulder, and we get a close-up shot of the monocle popping out of his face.
So good.
That's
so
Kino.
Good.
Cinema.
It's when I got the first whispers I might be witnessing a masterpiece.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And then, like me playing Assassin's Creed, having done this in broad daylight, his plan is to just flee the scene.
He leaves. He doesn't sneak out. He runs straight out the middle of the front steps, through the center of the road away as well.
Yeah. Legitimately dangerous to film.
In the 60s, you could just walk into government buildings and kill people. That was the thing that happened.
As long as you crouch walked when you were in the actual room.
Yeah.
I'll see on days.
Absolutely. So he runs from a couple of Turkish cops, makes good his escape, and sort of lands
He hits the gym. He's like, well, you know what? I've warmed up now. I've warmed up my thighs by crouch walking. Now it's time to go to the gym.
Absolutely. There's a couple of guys wrestling and a sinister man waiting for him.
Just a big wrestling thing outside.
Yeah.
There's not big wrestling pitches, courts, whatever
Rings?
Rings. I don't know. What the fuck they're called. There aren't any of those in the street anymore.
I liked ports, though. Ports was nice. They should be called ports. Wrestling port.
but so there's this guy, a classic spy movie archetype here, guy in the all-white suit.
Oh, yeah.
I love a guy in an
Amazing.
all-white suit.
Fuck yes.
Mr. White rules.
Imagine the self-confidence you would have to go out and go about your day, like all white, down to the shoes, even in white shoes. You know,
I think I went to Pride once in an all-white suit and white shoes.
It was good. I remember this one.
I mean, Pride. That's like at least an event. If you're going about your daily life,
he's just going to Tesco.
Yeah.
Going to work.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if I went to Tesco in an all-white suit and I stepped in some dirt or something, I would have to kill myself.
Well, this guy. That's what this guy does. He doesn't kill himself, but he does ruin the suit.
That's true, because he like doesn't say a word to this guy. This is all filmed quite well, to be honest. He gets him in his like equally sinister Mercedes.
Oh, beautiful 60s Mercedes.
Oh, it's gorgeous. And he drives this guy out to a location I have described here as Sloshy Road. Now,
I called it a swamp castle.
Yeah. So they get out of the Mercedes. It's already like calf deep water.
Yeah.
And they have to walk their way into a flooded house, and I swear to God this is unedited audio. It's just that for like 2 minutes solid.
That's Foley. That's real. That's what it would sound like.
That's what good pussy sound like.
They take him to a Legend of Zelda fucking water temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to fight a shadow version of himself. Like, yeah.
We've all done it.
What they do is they take him to an even more sinister guy, and this guy's so sinister, he's just a hand.
This is Blofeld. My notes just called this guy Blofeld.
Yeah, this guy gets the Blofeld situation where he's like, oh, it's good.
Mr. White here was like Blofeld's PA, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is, it serves insanely hard.
It was like Largo.
Yeah. He's Largo vibes. So Blofeld is just like a hand with a special ring on it, and he pays the kid who did the assassination of Mr. Monocle at the start. And then the kid goes outside to kind of, I guess, like count the money or whatever. And then Mr. White stabs him. And this kid makes an incredible face.
Yeah, it's again hard in a sort of like audio medium to describe how bad much of the like stage combat in this is.
Oh, it's atrocious.
Nobody knows what being stabbed is like in this movie. It's 1960s France. Just ask your dad. Like, you are just out of this.
Yeah. No, but instead what he does is it looks very much like the kid hugs him and then gets like a tummy ache. And he goes, oof.
The kid makes a face like he's nutting.
Well, you don't make that face when you get a tummy ache? I think it's...
I certainly don't make that face when I get stabbed.
So, does that happen to you often? Anyway, he like, pushes the kid in the, like water, and that's the sort of,
They could have afforded alligators. That's where they would have had the alligators come and eat the body.
Yeah. And
the flooded castle. Do we ever come back here? What is this place?
Yes,
No, we
later
don't.
on we do revisit the flooded castle. Yeah, once.
I don't remember that.
According to my notes, I mean, hey.
Is it flooded there, or is it just dry? Because I don't remember it being flooded the second time. So maybe this is just like a plumbing error that they're like, fuck it, roll with it.
Yeah, they just couldn't get the sound another day. It was just like a mistake, and they roll with it.
I ask if the lair is creepy or wet.